I was recently on a drive out east to attend some training for work, and on the way back, I stopped in Greenup, Illinois, which happens to be named after the brother of one of my direct ancestors. Well, I had the pleasant surprise of discovering that Greenup is on the Cumberland Road, which was the first national highway constructed in the early 1800s, and they had a covered bridge over the Embarrass River, which is just west of town. The original bridge was built in the 1830s, and then it had been destroyed and rebuilt with different configurations over the years. And the last time the bridge was destroyed in a flood, it was just a concrete bridge. And following that, it was replaced with a wooden covered bridge built to the same design as the original covered bridge. So I would like to take you for a walk through this bridge and take a look at how it's constructed and how it's able to be the longest wooden truss bridge in the United States that has no posted weight restrictions, which means you could legally drive through this bridge with a loaded semi as long as you weren't pulling an oversized load that was too tall or too wide. If you look through to the other end, you might spot some road closed signs. Well, there's nothing wrong with the bridge, but they are working on the road a little ways from here. This created the perfect opportunity to walk through this bridge without having to worry about getting run over. You'll notice that each side of the bridge consists of two main elements. First of all, there is a wooden truss, which is a rectangular section the full length of the bridge, and it's broken up into triangles to take advantage of the inherent strength of triangles. And the wooden trusses add rigidity, and they carry the beams that support the beams that the roadway is set on. And then the second main element on each side is a massive bow arch. And the other thing that the trusses do is they transfer the load of the bridge to the arch, and the arch transfers that load all the way out to the abutments at each end of the bridge, which we will see later. The two sides of the bridge are tied together with lateral bracing that also takes advantage of the inherent strength of triangles. The timbers are laminated. This one is 11 inches by 10.5 inches. I'm sorry it's a little too dark to see. These bow arches are also laminated, and they are a whopping 44 inches in depth and 10.5 inches wide. The primary reason for covering a bridge is to protect the wooden structure from the weather and make it last longer. Here is where the lower end of one of the bow arches is anchored to the concrete abutment. It's this connection that allows the arch to transfer all of that load, both the static load of the bridge itself and the live load of the traffic going over it. Anyway, it allows it to transfer it to the concrete abutment and then into the ground. From below, you can see that there are heavy beams that run crossways to support the roadway, and there is more lateral bracing to tie the two trusses together and add rigidity to the structure. And 200 feet away, you can see the other ends of the bow arches anchored to the other abutment. The occasional traffic you hear is from modern day US 40, just a little ways downstream from the covered bridge. The original bridge at this site was built with timbers hewn from the forest in the area. This massive oak tree is not too far from the bridge. I put my Alice Chalmers cap on the ground in front of it so you can see something for scale. It's fun to speculate. This tree is probably old enough that it was a sapling at the time the original bridge was built, and it likely sprouted from an acorn dropped by one of the trees that did provide timbers for the bridge. Until next time, thanks for watching.